Here I am, live again, to carry on the conversation about how we can actually move more slowly in our lives. So last week, I talked about how we can move more slowly, 10% more slowly, simply by working with the mind. Because sometimes we can't change our schedule. We have to show up for everything on our to-do list. We have to show up for everything with our work. And then also there are simple swaps that we can make in our day-to-day lives, and also ways that we can physically slow down while doing activities in our day-to-day lives that can help the body not feel so busy, not feel so overwhelmed, and not feel so activated all of the time. And 10% doesn't sound like a lot, but when we do it daily, it adds up. So I have someone joining me today. Claire is joining. Something that I used to do that was so fast, and there are things that I still do that are so fast in my day-to-day life, like eating food. When it comes to eating food, I move so quickly through my plate of food that my body's getting the message of stress, and it's keeping me in an activated state. So let's see. Okay, so Rachel's saying she can't hear me. Can whoever's on here, can you hear me, or are you having a hard time hearing me? Let me just pause on the exceptional content while I figure this out. Anyone else, can you hear me? Okay, now you can hear me. Great. Okay, so I'm going to carry on. It booted me out to join you. Okay, try again, Claire. Okay, so one way to slow down 10% more is, okay, great, now it's good. One way to slow down 10% more is to slow down in your activities and to not multitask. You know, for a while, multitasking was like a gold medal around the neck, especially for women. Oh, I can do 5 things at once. Well, actually, there's evidence to suggest that multitasking is actually counterproductive. So we need to be mindful. And when we're mindful, when we're present, we can consciously choose to go 10% more slowly. So simple things like washing the dishes. Like, do you get in there and wash up like this and have, really determined because you've got to go to that next task, and you got to get the kids in the bath, and you got to get them to bed. Well, slowing down while you're washing the dishes by 10% actually isn't going to take much more of your time, but it will give you a little bit more peace in your body and your mind. And ultimately, that's what we're looking for. Less pressure, more peace. Brushing your teeth. So my daughter, my 10-year-old, brushing her teeth is like her least favorite activity to do. So she gets in there and she literally brushes her teeth within 10 seconds and says she's done. And I have to encourage her to stick with it a little bit longer. So some people get in there and they just go at it. Brush, 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 brush. Thinking about 100 different things at the same time. Here's another way that you can slow down by 10% is slowing down when you brush your teeth, when you put your makeup on. And again, it's the thing that takes the pressure off and adds just a little bit more peace. I used to hold my breath when I would put mascara on. So, because I'm focused, right? But holding your breath is a stress response. So a way to slow that down, this is good for all you men out there as well, is to just take four counts in, 4 counts out while you're putting on your makeup or your mascara. And then that helps to slow yourself down by 10%. Walking. So when I met Rachel, are you still on? Claire, where have you gone? Are you still on? I'm so sorry. Why can't we get you to join? Hi, Tahira. Okay, so when I met Rachel, and we lived in London, like Rachel has this like Virgo walk. And what that means is that if you get in her way, you're going down, because that girl is on a mission and she is walking fast, and she means business. So sometimes we have to walk quickly, but oftentimes we can slow that down by 10%. You know, if you're walking at a pace where you like feel activated, you feel your heart rate getting up, just slow it down. Walk more slowly, 10% more slowly, less pressure, more peace. Another thing, it's saying request wasn't sent. Let me try to get Claire on here really quickly. How do I do that? Let me see. Add as moderator. Let's see if this works. Okay. Walk more slowly, people. Drive more slowly, people. You know, wash your dishes more slowly. Brush your teeth more slowly. These are all things that we know we have to do, and we can do them 10% more slowly. So we could take a little bit less activation in those activities and have a little bit more peace. You're not slow. So Rachel says she's not slowing her walking down. That's intentional. It's intentional. Okay, baby, whatever you want to do, you keep walking fast. No. So my friend Claire, Unearth You Therapy, isn't able to join, which is a bummer because I really wanted to talk to you, Claire. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, other things that we can do to slow down by 10%. So oftentimes we have a list of things that we need to do. And that might be like going for a run, going to the gym, going to the post office, making sure the house is clean, cleaning the toilet, doing the laundry, all of this stuff, all of this doing stuff. Now, things that we have to do, sometimes we can't change, like our job. Sometimes we can't call in to that meeting and say, hey, I won't be there. But you know what? If the laundry doesn't get done today or tomorrow, that's fine. You know, if you don't post the thing or buy the gift or send the message back to your friend who WhatsApped you, I'll say it on here. Okay, great. Talk on here and we'll see. That's okay. You know, there's this urgency culture that we live in. And it's like, if we get a text, we have to respond within the next 10 or 15 minutes. Otherwise, people think we're mad at them. I don't know where that came from, but we don't have to subscribe to this urgency culture. You know, we can go more slowly. If you get a text through and you don't reply for a day or two, that's fine. Like if we all started to adopt this way of being, then everyone would just understand, well, that's the standard. I don't have to reply within 10 or 15 minutes. And I'm really good at this. So sometimes I'll get a text through and I'm capable of replying straight away. Sometimes I get a text through and I just don't have the capacity and the pressure to figure out what I need to say and how I need to say it and send it right away is too much. So I put it to the side and I come back to it later. I do that in my DMs all the time because I get quite a lot of DMs on Instagram. And I don't subscribe to urgency culture. So go ahead and type up some things, Claire, that you'd like to suggest and we can read them out. So sometimes we just have to be discerning with what we're doing and how we're doing it so we can slow down. So maybe it's reading a book instead of watching a stimulating television program. Maybe it's going for a walk instead of going to the gym. Maybe it is, Claire said something. Okay, I'm going to read this to you all. As women, we seem to be hard on ourselves to do more and be more. There's always something to do. Be okay with slowing down and setting yourself healthy boundaries. Yeah, I agree with that. So can you explain to me what a healthy boundary might look like? I'm going to see if I can add you again. Okay. What might a healthy boundary look like? Can you give me an example of that? So in life, we've got duality. So we've always got the opposite to everything. We've got light, we've got dark, we've got cold, we've got hot, we've got wet, we've got dry, we've got yin, and we've got yang. So yin is that really intentional, really present, really slow, really nurturing way of existing. It doesn't mean you don't get things done. It just means that the energy that you're holding with how you get things done might be a little bit more slow, might be a little bit less fiery and active. The yang energy is the opposite, and that is more action-taking, more fiery, more fast, more activating. So that's another way to look at how we can slow down. So am I in my yin or am I in my yang? And Rachel and I, we're opposite. And she tends to be a bit more in her yang, and I tend to be, or yang, however people like to say it, and I tend to be a bit more in my yin. So we balance each other out really well because she reminds me that I need to have a little bit more fire in my life, and I remind her that it's okay to slow down unless you're walking intentionally to move past everyone in your way. Then you can't slow down. So that's something helpful to remember, is that life is it's not meant to be only one way. We're not meant to only go hard and fast and to kill ourselves doing it. We're not meant to live in overwhelm and stress. We are meant to have peace. We are meant to go slowly. We are meant to move at a pace that our body feels comfortable in. A healthy boundary, this is from Claire again, a healthy boundary is great for our well-being and knowing what serves us. It enables us to know when and that it's okay to say no, feeling secure and safe in ourselves. So a healthy boundary might be, I'm not going to subscribe to urgency culture and feel like I have to reply to someone within the 5 or 10 minute window. And if I don't, then profusely apologize for not getting back to them. So that is a healthy boundary. First of all, reply to someone when you want to reply to them, and don't apologize for not getting back to them more quickly. We can be more creative at a slow pace, allowing for my expansiveness. Yeah. So creativity happens when we're present, when we're intentional, when we are connected to ourselves, to our body, to our heart. When we're in autopilot, when we're here doing one thing but thinking of 1,000 other things, it's hard to access creativity. So that's a great example, is like, and creativity isn't just drawing or doing crafts. That's not creativity. Creativity is everything. Creativity is how you live your life. Creativity is, how am I going to schedule my day? Where can I be creative in the moments that I'm going to choose to slow down? Creativity is, How am I going to structure my room so it feels more peaceful? Creativity is, how am I going to have a conversation with a colleague who is really frustrating me at the moment because they're not acknowledging me and working as a team. That's creativity. Creativity is, what can I do to regulate myself more easily when my child is in those chaotic moments?